Have you ever thought about manifesting and how powerful that it can be? Have you got plans and goals that you want to achieve this year and need a little kickstart to get there? Why not listen to the podcast, The Power of Manifesting, the Flip Flop Family Podcast. Hello and welcome to this week's episode of the Flip Flop Family Podcast. I'm Sailene.
I'm Emiliana.
I'm Benjamin.
And I'm Zachariah.
And it's actually the first time where all four of us, the entire Flip Flop family, are with you. Isn't that exciting, guys?
Very exciting.
And it's the Easter holidays.
Yeah.
Yep. Hope you're all enjoying it because it's Easter holidays.
And it's only Sunday.
Why do you sound American for?
Because I am
Easter
American,
holidays.
You know, I love like the popsicles.
It's Easter holidays.
And the sun's shining, which is absolutely fantastic. So every person that I've met since school broke up, the first question they ask me is, oh, so any plans for Easter holidays? And I'm like, we basically haven't sorted ourselves out and we're not going anywhere at the moment. But it still got me thinking about holidays. And I know it's a bit of a tease because we haven't planned anything for this Easter, but it got me thinking about our holidays that we've been on. So what would you say is your favourite type of holidays, guys?
So my favourite holiday that we've been on is going to Fiji. One, because it was on the beach, and two, because they had this really nice kids club. And obviously I was younger then, so I enjoyed it way more than I would enjoy now. But I feel like it was so fun. We did loads of cool things like crab racing, and because we're brown, they obviously assumed that we could speak Hindi and understand it, because actually Hindi is one of like the first languages there. They were just speaking to us in Hindi. We were all really confuzzled, but...
Confuzzled, is that even a word?
Yep,
Yeah.
it is now.
And it wasn't a first language, but it was one of, it's just like how you choose Spanish or German, they actually teach Hindi in the school.
Yeah.
Which is, we had no idea, didn't we?
Yeah.
We didn't know.
Yeah, it's crazy.
What about you, Zaki?
My favourite was probably New Zealand because we got to stay in a camper van and stay overnight in McDonald's.
Yeah, we were
funny
in the
how you remember that.
Because it's open 24 hours and it's free. No parking, no parking tickets, none of that. And I also really loved it because me and my dad slept together in one bed, and then my sister and my mom, you guys slept like on a bunk
We were on
bed,
the bunks.
like underneath the roof.
Yeah.
And then
It was
remember
like
when we were sleeping on the wrong side and our head was like me and you had like no space? Remember?
Yeah,
we
we've-
were like in.
We felt quite claustrophobic, but yeah, you kind of pulled out the bed at the top.
Yeah.
Was it pretty cool living in a van?
I think
Yeah,
it
it
was
was
really
so cool because like there was I think was it all electric? Was petrol?
No, I think it was
I think
petrol.
it was petrol.
But we
yeah,
had
yeah.
electric
But you
hookup.
forgot to mention that McDonald's was actually an aeroplane as well.
Yeah,
Ow.
it was
was
half
an old
an
aeroplane.
Yeah. They turned it and then you could sit and eat your food
could sit
inside
in
the actual
inside,
airplane.
yeah.
It was so
Oh,
cool.
man.
Yeah,
I
you-
remember it.
Look that up, guys, if you want to check
forgot
that out.
about it.
It's pretty funky.
It was so fun.
A McDonald's in an airplane or an airplane in a McDonald's? I'm not sure which way around.
McDonald's
It was
in
in
an
McDonald's in
airplane.
an airplane, but they also had like the actual other building connected to the half
Yeah.
airplane.
It was just like a separate area to go and eat.
Yeah, that was pretty
Very
cool.
lovely.
Okay, so for you, it's all about the camper van life.
All about the camper van, all about McDonald's because because I'm just like a fatty.
Come
I'm
on.
just
Big
him.
bag.
You're not a fatty.
What
I'm
about
just
you,
him.
Ben? What is your
So
favourite type of
mine's-
holiday?
Mine's pretty obvious. So for me, Thailand, you can't beat Thailand. I just love going there. I feel like you have like the city part of Bangkok where you can go, shopping. They've got like markets that are on like only in the weekends, then markets that are only on like nighttime, so you can go there. You can buy loads of stuff. And if you want to go to like an island, you can just go hop on a plane and like in a few hours you'll be in a beautiful island like Koh Samui and or Phi Phi or Krabi. So yeah, for me, Thailand. Why are you laughing at Phi Phi for, you weirdos? So yeah, for me, Thailand is, you just can't beat Thailand.
So-
we've like been back about 5 or 6 times.
We
haven't
have.
So.
We're a bit addicted, aren't we, to Thailand? And Thai food, and Thai massages, and
And-
Thai everything.
Everything.
According to
Everything.
my calculations,
All right, so-
Bangkok is actually the capital of Thailand.
Very
good.
It
You
is.
got it.
So for Daddy, it's like a mixture of city life, kind of
And
the
beach
traveller
life.
vibe, and also the beaches. Like you
Yeah.
like it all,
It's
wrap
a
it
bit
all
of
in
a
one.
mix, really. Yeah.
Okay, what would be my favourite type of holiday? I think I have to say I'm pretty similar with you, Ben, because recently going to Istanbul with my mum and my sister, I loved being like on foot, doing like loads of steps a day, which I think you would get really done in with if I took you from like tourist attraction to tourist attraction. But I really enjoyed that. And then at the same time, I do like the chilling as well. So I think probably Thailand is up there with my favourite, definitely.
Yeah, I see what
Yeah.
you mean.
But do we need holidays?
Well,
Like, is it essential?
Well,
Yeah, of
well,
course
it
it
really
is.
I
depends.
feel like it is essential because staying in one place, I think that would get quite boring. Like you would obviously want to explore and see like different countries because living in London is kind of same old at this point. But I feel like in
Same
other
old
countries
raining.
they've got like other things that people wouldn't have in
Yeah.
the UK, and I just think it's really fun to explore the
like,
different
like
countries.
the McDonald's and airplane.
Bro,
Like,
why are you so stuck to the McDonald's, bro?
So you think that it's really important to travel for like education and tourism,
Experiences,
okay? But what about for any other reasons?
Yeah, I think it's nice because obviously if you go to work all year round and you go to school all year round, you need time to like relax and recharge your batteries. So if you book a holiday, you're able to go and just kind of sit back a bit, like on
And
the
do anything you
beach,
want.
and do what you like. Yeah, you
Yeah.
can, kind of relax, and you're not like so much under pressure to be on time everywhere. You
Swim
can
in
just
the
wake up
ocean.
when you want to wake up, and you can eat when you want to eat,
no, but
and there's no pressures, right?
Yeah, but-
So yeah.
yeah, but one thing is, I hate when it's a time difference. Because say
Yeah.
it's like 1 hour earlier, then you can't really sleep for
I
a
don't
long
really
time
get
because
the
you
jet
need to
lag
wake
when
up.
it's 1 hour or 2 hours, but if it's like 4 hours, 5 hours, then I would.
Yeah, an hour or two is not actually too bad.
No, but
But
like
when you're
you would
talking
wake
about 5 or
up
6 hours
and
difference,
it's
then your
like,
body is like all over
ugh.
the place.
So you think it's essential, Zaki, to have a holiday as well? I know you don't like the jet lag, but
Well, it kind of depends.
think about how you feel when you have a holiday and you come home. How do you feel?
I just feel like really happy and grateful that you guys have took us on a holiday, and then I also feel very like calm and relaxed
Yes.
because you're just like
Like reset.
Because you've gone
Yeah,
to relax a
yeah.
bit. Yeah, you feel recharged.
Yeah, exactly.
Is it
So
very-
going on holiday is super important, and it's not like essential. Like it's not like like food or water, but you need to have a holiday because it gives you that kind of like mental and physical well-being, a bit of stress reduction, like you said. Also makes your relationships better because when you guys are at home, me and Daddy are always like, oh, do your homework or go here or go there or go to this club or have a shower, and we're kind of on you a lot. Whereas on
you're
holiday.
exposing now.
No, it's true though, isn't it? We have to discipline you as parents, but when we're on holiday, we kind of just let you guys chill, don't we?
Surprisingly, you let us have 2 ice creams in one day.
Oh
And
yeah.
then like a million slushies.
Yeah, me and Zach
in a
go
day.
back for slushies and slushies.
Yeah, we don't really allow you, but you're like, oh, we're just going to go for a walk
We're
and
just
come
gonna
back
go
in a
for-
minute.
to
And then we're like,
Swiller.
oh, that's nice.
And then
And then we see you from afar. You got like a slushie each in like each hand, each of you. And we're like,
Love,
oh
like,
my
every
God,
flavour.
they're having 4 slushies.
yeah,
Like, what is that?
one hand, one the other hand.
Yeah.
And then a couple on our head.
Oh, nice. Didn't
Didn't
see that one, but I would love to see that,
Yeah.
soon. But, it's like holiday, so you have to go and let your hair down a little bit, right?
Dad, what hair? You're basically bald.
So, talking about the benefits of taking holidays, you obviously are remembering all the amazing times, but the benefits are definitely stress reduction.
Relaxing.
So, having that chance to just escape that daily grind, especially for us as parents, like escaping work. You lot are escaping our discipline, but we're escaping work.
science.
And it just reduces stress levels and overall your mental health.
Improved mental and physical health. So studies show that taking breaks from work and daily routines can lead to lower blood pressure, better sleep patterns, and even a reduced risk of heart disease.
Oh, lovely.
So I've always thought that if I was the Prime Minister, I would introduce a 3-day weekend because I feel like 2 days just isn't enough at all.
Let's vote
It just
Benjamin.
goes by so fast.
Benjamin.
Vote
Everybody
Benjamin.
vote Benjamin to be our next Prime Minister.
Yeah,
Benjamin
totally.
for PM.
Yeah, so
Yeah,
4
and-
days work and 3 days weekend.
Yes, please.
And isn't it? I always say when it's Sunday, I wish it was Saturday.
Yeah, because it goes by so fast, right?
Yeah. Enhanced relationships. Holidays offer opportunity to spend quality time with relatives and loved ones, strengthening relationships and fostering a sense of connection.
Very well said, Zaki. I don't think I have anything to add to that.
That's perfect.
Because I'm him.
Increase productivity. Taking time off can help prevent burnout and improve focus, leading to increased productivity when you return to work.
Do you feel like that when you've had a holiday and then you go back to school, you're more like, yes, raring to go?
More like
Sometimes,
No.
sometimes then when you start making reels about us, like on holiday, and I look back at them, I'm like, I wish I was still there.
Oh, I live for those reels, you know?
Yeah.
And the songs that we end up using on those Instagram reels, for me, they end up being like, if I hear them, it just takes me back to that time. Personal growth and new experiences. So holidays can also expose you to new cultures, experiences, perspectives, and they can broaden your horizons and foster personal growth. I mean, that's definitely, I feel, what we were aiming for when we took the kids years traveling around the world for a year. It was kind of life school, learning and having those experiences that just stay with you.
Improved creativity. Stepping away from the daily routine can stimulate creativity and allow for new ideas to emerge. So basically, have a rest and chill.
Reduced risk of burnout. Regular breaks can help prevent burnout, which can lead to serious health problems. So I think that really means like just taking a break again. Taking a break and
so that you don't get sick.
Yeah.
Which was very important.
Yeah.
Improved work performance. Taking holidays can lead to improved work performance and job satisfaction. I think that is pretty on point, because if you do take a break, you might want to go back to work and feel like
You're more
good
excited
again,
about,
like to restart.
Yeah, I think, and as we've mentioned before on previous podcasts, we're not very good with planning, but I think if we try and plan breaks throughout the year, then kind of carrying on while you're at work makes it easier, because you know that you're looking forward to a break. Increased life expectancy. Me and Ben are always talking about trying to live healthy and live for longer, but research suggests that taking regular holidays can even help to prolong our lives, Ben. So I think we need to book more holidays.
Yeah, I think you
Yep,
guys should,
we
and
need to
bring
get
me
on
and
that.
Zach with you.
yeah.
Obviously, we really want to go away on holiday, don't we? And we've all talked about what our favourite types of holidays are. And Minnie and Zach, me and Daddy actually have planned a little break for our Easter holidays.
Cotswolds, please, Cotswolds.
Daddy, drum roll, everybody. What are we doing? Drum roll.
Cotswolds.
All right, so we're going to get a camper van because our lovely friend, Auntie Jani, has very kindly let us borrow her beautiful camper van.
When.
And we're going to Cornwall, which
Road
is a
trip.
4.5, 5-hour drive away from here. And we're going to spend like about 3 or 4 days.
Can we
over
please
there.
go to Sainsbury's and like raid the snack aisle, please? Thank you.
Can we please?
That's what they were about this night.
Can we please visit
Cornwall,
Shane's
mate.
grandparents? Can I please visit Shane's grandparents?
Well, do you know what? It's funny because me and Daddy are going to look at the map from here to Cornwall, and we're going to do lots of stop-offs on the way, like Bicester, going shopping.
Oh my god, the Coach outlet.
Maybe go and see some family in different cities along the way. But how many years has it been since we were in a camper van in New Zealand? Like
2018, wasn't
2018. Okay, so
like
I mean, the kids are
7
bigger now,
years.
Ben. I don't wonder if we're going to feel really
it?
cramped in
I
it.
know, and I think that van's a little bit more smaller, so it's
Not
going
like
to be
7
interesting.
years.
So we got to get cozy, guys. We got to get super cozy
Yeah.
together, not with you.
And I think we should leave all our tech at home.
I think
Yeah.
not.
That is obviously great that we were able to do that, as we do have a lovely friend who's lending us her camper van. But it's not always easy to get away, is it? It may be that you can't get away because of money or maybe health, or there could be other reasons. But I feel like you can still have a holiday without going on holiday. So basically having a holiday at home. So how can you experience that holiday at home feeling?
Disconnect and unwind. So leaving your tech behind is a massive thing that you should be doing. So get your devices and put it into a drawer to avoid any distractions, and truly disconnect from work and any daily responsibilities, which is what we try to do at home anyway now. Set aside time for relaxation. So dedicate time for activities that you like. Maybe it's swimming, maybe it's reading. You might want to take a bath and put some candles on, burn some incense, do
if
a
only I
bit
had
of
a
meditating in the morning, whatever that might be. But set some time aside for doing that, because it's super important. And a big one that we've spoken about before is getting enough sleep. Making sure that you get into bed at a good time, get a good night's sleep, let that body rest and refresh and rejuvenate for the next day where you're going to be firing again.
Embrace the tourist within. Explore your local area, discover new cafes, parks, or attractions you might have overlooked. Plan a staycation itinerary. Create a list of activities and experiences to make the most of your time at home. Try new restaurants or cuisines, explore different food options, and treat yourself to a special meal. So as we said in our last podcast, you should definitely check out the Flip Flop Family food Instagram, because there is a lot of different cuisines and food that one makes.
Create a vacation-like atmosphere. You should pamper yourself. You should include a spa day with a face mask, bath salts, and have a relaxing massage, because that always helps. A little bit of shoulders, on your back. Everything's amazing. Then you should also decorate your space. Have some holiday flowers, some decorations, some candles, and a very cozy blanket. You can also play some holiday theme music, so you can create an atmosphere, a holiday atmosphere, so then you think you're on holiday, but you're not. And you can also set a table for a special meal. You can have like maybe some steak with some chips. That's a holiday meal. And you can also go outdoors, have a little walk outside, maybe have a bike or a scooter, you can ride on that. And also you can clear the clutter, a tidy and organised home, and you can help create a sense of calm and relaxation.
That all sounds lovely, Zach. You know you have a very calming voice. I feel like maybe you should do a bit of meditation.
I was about to doze off.
We're all just chilling here while you're talking. But I think those are all really amazing ideas, actually, because I really feel like if you just take a few days off work and you change your routine, maybe you can even camp in the garden or go and see something you've not seen before and then go out for a nice meal, or even just go and drive down to the beach if you can and hang out for the day. It really can give you that holiday vibe, that holiday feeling, even while not being on holiday.
Yeah.
So talking of the Flip Flop Family kitchen page, what would you say, Ben, was our favourite meal of the week this week?
So mine, without a doubt, is my favourite time of the year, or my favourite time of the last 6 months, when we do homemade pizzas. And I get my Uni pizza oven out of the garage, I dust it off, get it all nice and firing and ready to go, get the pellets in, and we fire it up, and Zai makes lovely homemade pizzas. And Zach obviously helps me, of course.
Oh, that was good. I mean, that's when we know it's kind of the beginning of spring, summer, don't we? When the pizza oven comes out.
That's it.
So, Zaki, what would you say your book of the week is?
My book of the week is called My Evil Twin is a Supervillain, and the author is called David Solomons.
And what is it about?
It's about a tale of two twins, one good, one evil, and they're against each other. And as it says on the book, may the flush be with you.
So you haven't finished it, but you'd recommend the book?
Yeah, I'd really recommend it.
Okay, and Emiliana, what has been your song of the week?
So my song of the week is probably Luther by Kendrick Lamar and SZA. Number one, because SZA is my favourite music artist. And number two is because the chorus of the song is also like a TikTok dance. So I actually taught Zach the TikTok dance. So every time the chorus comes up, me and Zach are just vibing to the song. And I actually think it has quite a good beat to it.
All right, amazing. So what was the name of it again?
Luther by Kendrick Lamar.
Luther. Oh, yes, I know. You've been playing that in the car. Okay, yeah, I know the one you're talking about. All right. So for my savvy tip of the week, it's got to be all about attractions. Obviously, it is the Easter holidays and you're going to want to do stuff either with your friends or with your kids. So make sure you check out the Cussons Carex hand wash. They have a voucher on them. Not all of them, but some of the promo packs have half price entry to Sea Life, Chessington World of Adventures, also Alton Towers Resort, CBeebies Land, amongst others. So check that out. And I would also say, check out Groupon, because I think over the summer I got a really good Groupon deal. It was really cheap. It was like £7 or something each, and I took the kids and my parents on a little cruise on the Thames, and it was actually a really lovely day out. And you can stop off at a different place. I think we got off at Greenwich and had a lovely walk around. Yeah. So you can check that out as well.
We also went to a really nice Greek restaurant, and the food was really nice. So I definitely recommend that.
Medusa.
Oh yes, that's a really good idea, Minnie. A lot of the time during the Easter holidays, they do also have kids eat free. So make sure you check it out and plan your trip so that the kids can eat for free or can eat for half price. That was the Real Greek, and you guys actually ate for free.
The Real Greek, the food there was really, really nice.
Thank you so much for listening to this episode of the Flip Flop Family podcast.
And also remember to check out our other podcast on every podcast. Remember, we have loads of other episodes, and all you need to just do is search up the Flip Flop Family podcast on all streaming platforms.
New episodes are released every Monday and Thursday, so make sure to check them out, and you can listen to our other episodes anytime.
It's been a pleasure having you on board. Thank you for listening. My name is Benjamin.
My name is Zachariah.
I'm Emiliana.
And I'm Zylene, and we are the
Flip Flop Family.
You can check us out on all the socials on Instagram at the Flip Flop Family, the Flip Flop Family Kitchen, and the Flip Flop Prop. Also, you can check us out on all streaming platforms. Thank you so much for listening, and please do comment, like, and subscribe to our podcast. Until next time,
bye.
Fancy listening to another episode? Why not check out all about parenting, confidence, promoting healthy eating, self-discipline, or the power of manifesting. And remember, we release 2 episodes every single week on a Monday and a Thursday.